tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove. Synchronized, look now, we're on the move.
Good morning, Stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, Stackers. It's podcast time.
Talking gold and silver and crypto too. With Joe and the gang, it's what we do.
Good morning, Stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, Stackers. It's podcast time. We're stacking sats, we're stacking gold. In the world of finance, real gold. Every sip, every charge, we're on our way to financial freedom, come what may.
So grab that tasty beverage, let's get in the groove. Synchronized, slurp now, we're on the move.
Good morning, Stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, Stackers. It's podcast time. Good morning, Stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, Stackers. It's podcast time.
Good morning, Stackers. It is me, Joe Main, going out live on X and on YouTube right now, talking gold and silver, crypto too. Grab your tasty beverages, people. It's what we do. That's the theme song right there. Don't you love it? Use the time codes below to go to your favorite part. But if you're watching live, you get to enjoy every single damn thing we do here at Good Morning, Stackers. Tell you what, people, what an interesting day it is going to be. But first, in the first 1 minute of the show, you grab your tasty beverage, I grab my tasty beverage, we slurp them synchronously together wherever you are in the world, live on X and on YouTube right now. Ready? Synchronize your slurps, people. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Good to see you. The lighting, it's very overcast here, coming to you from Melbourne in Australia. Yeah, we're in the future here, down under. Got any questions for an Aussie? Just pop into the chats. You can live chat on X right now, as far as I'm aware. You can also live chat on YouTube. If the X chat isn't working, the live chat feature, just pop on over, go to my X profile, pop on over to the YouTube profile link, right, and go to there and then find the YouTube and the whole deal. Great to see you. Like, I'm Joe Main. Who the hell am I? I've been a stacker of precious metals since 2010, a stacker of crypto since 2013. I've worked for 3 major gold bullion dealers here in Australia. Goldstackers, Bullion Now, Ainslie Bullion. You know them, you like them, and you've seen me. I've probably served a few of you over my time. I've probably packed your orders. I've probably served you over the counter as well. I've probably spoken to you on the phone or replied to your emails over the last 11 years. Now I do this week daily live show all about gold, silver, crypto too. And and we do some shout outs. I'm going to fix this. This is just feeling a little bit... There we go. I need to lower that a little bit. That's a little bit more level. Haircut's a little bit better today. It took a couple of days to grow back in and figure out how to style this new thing. It's a little bit short for my liking. Let's see. Pete Repeat is here. Good morning, Joe. GMS, hope everyone is doing well. Good morning, Gens. Says Jason Rosana. Great to see you, my friend. Jason and Pete, the Don. Ooh. Good to see everyone watching. Of course, the show is brought to you, did you know, by Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, wealthstack.com. We'll get into the day's proceedings, but geez, a little bit overcast today. This is the first time in a while that I've had to pull the magic, amazing, very high technology lighting diffuser, meaning a sheet over my window. So I pulled the sheet off, and it's really overcast today in Melbourne. Let me know what the weather is like wherever you are in the world. Yeah. Should I do any more shout outs before we wait for a couple more people to come in? Yeah, why not? Very quickly. Of course, hit me up with an email, gmstackers@gmail.com. Why would you want to do that? Well, let's see. Do you have a piece of silver or gold that you recently bought that you found in a local coin shop that you want to show off? I'll do your show and tell for you. You send it to me. Send it to me. Send me a picture of it, and I'll talk about it, and I'll read out your email and all that sort of stuff. Or do you want to send me a picture of your entire stack, mate? I'll take stack pics. I've sent stack pics. And I'll take stack pics all day long, like a good stack pic. So send those to me and I'll show off your stack. Why not? Or do you have a chart request? Do you have a bit of news that I might find interesting that I can read out, that I can talk about as a topic of the day? Also, do you want me to help you? Yes, you do. Launch and grow on social media, or revitalize or come in and have a look at your social media presence for your business or your personal brand. That's what I've been very good at doing in the last number of years. I've done it for multiple businesses, as you know, and let me help you do that too. I'll teach you the skills of how to create consistently engaging content to build more your customer base and to get more business. Good. Yeah, let's share the screen and we'll get into it. We'll go back very quickly. Gotta say, where's my good morning? There we are. Morning, Joe. Morning, Jason. Good to see you. And Madeline. Hello, Madeline. Madeline Honor. Morning, Stackers. Good to see you, Madeline. You are a first-time watcher, a first-time live chatter, so welcome. Fantastic to have new live chatters. Maybe you've been a subscriber for a period of time, but you're a first-time chatter. Everyone, please welcome Madeline to the chat, please. Rat's got to step away. This life thing is really interesting with watching Joe's programs. Yeah. Wouldn't you much rather be watching this program than doing life? Of course you would. All right, let's share the screen and let's get right into it. We're going to do gold and silver first, precious metals, then we'll get to some crypto stuff because Bitcoin, interesting. Crypto, interesting. Okay, but here is gold on the daily time frame, priced in US dollars, 2,916 US dollars. I'll just move that a little bit out of the way so we've got a little bit more room to move. And I'm going to give a quick plug very, very quickly. I have a Facebook page. Okay. I now have a Facebook page, which eventually I will be able to live stream on Facebook as well. This Facebook page is just too young to be able to do live streaming to it. But please follow just Good Morning Stackers. That's it. All you need to know, facebook.com/Good Morning Stackers. Everyone give me a follow over there. But I did post this here, right here. This is what I said this morning. Okay, let's have a quick look-see. This is the price. GMS, I'm expecting gold to test the 28.10 to 27.25 USD range. The price gains were losing momentum, and now it's ticked over on the daily relative strength index. Just my opinion. Don't bank on it. And dollar cost averaging is the best method for stacking. And that is my current opinion on gold. So follow me on Facebook if you're a Facebook person. Okay, and here's the live price, 2,916. This is just where I am right now, and this is probably the shortest gold analysis in the world. That's what I'm expecting at this stage. So we talked about it a couple of days ago. 2,810 down to 2,725. I'm expecting a move down to there. Could I be wrong? Yes. Could it rocket up from here? Yes. But if you take a look, the higher high on the price and the lower high on the relative strength index, we've already been extremely overvalued or overbought on the RSI on the daily, and now it's ticking back down. So the direction is moving down, and you can see definitely there's room to move down to a particular support level. So you could call it down here on the RSI. You can see a pretty good support level around about that halfway mark ish. Okay, so that could, if we get down to here before we have a tick back up, which we will eventually, we're just looking a bit oversold. Okay, overbought, overvalued. Okay, move down to there is the most expected for me. Anywhere within that range, that's all you really need to know. And as I said yesterday, you can have a spike down to here. I'm okay with that. That's fine as long as we hold that. Somebody today on the Gold and Silver Stackers Australia forum, when I posted this on there, said they're expecting 2,600. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, 2,600 would take you down to Now, maybe they meant the $2,600 range, but they did say 2,600. So 2,600 is right there. Okay. That would concern me. Pretty big. That would concern me. As long as that was a quick spike and we close very soon above this trend line, which is the mother of all trend lines, I'm okay with that. But gee, I really wouldn't want to see that play out to 26. Why? Well, that's coming back down to the neckline. And I don't want to come back down to the neckline at all, because what that sets up is the following, or a potential, right? If you do that, that's okay. But if you do this, right, that's setting up a neckline, and that's a left shoulder. That would be a head. That would be the neckline. So then you have the potential of doing this, okay, doing something like that. And that would be very bad for gold. Now, I don't think that's going to happen, because that would set up a huge, bigger move, okay, for a while. And I just don't think that's coming in gold. All right, we've already broken through the mother of all trend lines. We're looking good. I think a simple retest of this area after such a large a move from $2,600 roughly to nearly $3,000. Okay, that's your zig, as some people call it, and that's your zag right there. That's the zone. Okay, 28.10 to 27.25. Get down here, I'd be getting quite concerned. Okay, but yeah, watch out for a potential move down there. I'm fine for a retest of the mother of all trend lines, but it would need to be a quick move and back above this $2,800 level. Quick smart, please, in order to say that the party is continuing in gold, which I think it will. So short answer is expecting a test of there. That was the short answer. So that is gold. But, over the long term, we're looking fantastic for gold. $8,000, $10,000, possibly even more in US dollar terms, gold in the next, 3 to 5 years, something like that. Okay, looking great. Here is silver on the daily. We are in US dollars again, which is the tradingview.com website, by the way. It's at $31.80 because I see the test of gold happening. I think the test of silver will happen too. Not a lot to say. Nothing much has changed. We're still below the key level of $32.50, and I'm expecting a test of $31 to $30.50. Now, what I could have done is I could have raised it up to there, that $30.60 mark, but I have to stick with my guns now. We had a test of that. Okay, generally, if you have a move up, you have a move back down, because it zigs and it zags, as ASX trader would use that terminology. I'm starting to imbibe that terminology. So you have that zig, then you'll have a zag, and it'll come down. If you're using Fibonacci, it'll come down to somewhere between your 0.382 to your 0.618 level. So I could have done it there, and maybe that's it, but I really do think we get a test of 31. And I think we get a test of 31 because it is a very key Fibonacci level from a very old high and a very old low. And I'm not going to bother showing you that, but it is. Just trust me, bro. 31's a key area. Okay, just do that. Yeah, so I'm thinking 31 at this stage. Could I be wrong? Yes, all that stuff, all those caveats. But yeah, I think gold's going to go down. I think silver will follow. Let's take a look on the daily. Yeah, see daily, you've got room to move down as well to at least probably a decent support level on the relative strength index would be around about there. Oh yeah, that could take it down to 31. So around about there, I'd watch a test for there, and you'd want to see that bounce pretty quickly. See that down there, you would want to see that bounce and then onwards and upwards, but if we don't, then you'll probably get a further move down. Cool. And that would probably take it down into that zone right here. So yeah, I'm watching for 31. Cool. I would love to see 31 though hold. Absolutely. That would be marvelous. Thank you very much. That is silver again. Silver is going to triple digits in the next 3 to 5 years. I mean, triple digits even in the next couple of years is very, very easy. Triple digit Australian dollars, dead easy, okay? And of course, we've talked about potential really higher prices in silver, as high as even $700 US, of which I had an absolute pro trader, ASX trader, say that that's actually quite reasonable, but within sort of your 10 to 20 year time frame, not 3 to 5 years. Okay, so don't go rushing out to buy silver expecting it to go to $700 in 3 to 5 years. No, that's the longer term play out, the way it plays out. But I see that in the future. Okay, but triple digit silver, no problem in the next 3 to 5 years. $100, $200, $300, yeah, easy. Okay, so this is just little blips along the way. So just dollar cost average. Okay, that is silver. Let's take a look at platinum. And we'll get chart requests in today. We'll take a look at crypto. And if you have any chart requests for a crypto or a particular stock, or if you want me to look at the general stock market, whatever you want me to take a look at today, I will take a look at. I like to put fresh eyes on something I've never seen before. Platinum. Not a lot to say. It is just ranging at the moment. It is still in my cautiously optimistic zone right here. And we haven't made a decision either way. Are we going to break that back down into my depressed zone? Okay, depressed zone anywhere below here. Okay, that's depressed and lower. Okay, and above here will be cautiously excited. And above here we'll be getting excited for platinum, but we're in the no man's land, cautiously optimistic, and remains to be seen. You do that. Okay, depressed for platinum again. That's all I need to really tell you for platinum. Not a lot to say. It always fakes me out, gets me excited, and then fakes me out. Okay, so we'll start talking turkey when we're up in this range, which we are not. Cool, cool. That is platinum for the moment. I do not own any platinum right now. As you know, I sold the one platinum ounce that I owned a number of months ago. I sold that. Yeah, so I'm not in platinum at the moment. That's gold, silver, and platinum. Gold to silver ratio is 91.5, so still creeping up to that level of 93.5 roughly, so watch out for that. Out of interest, the Australian dollar to the US dollar is weakening again a little bit. We found a little high here at 64. I was watching out here for the 65.5 level, or butting up against this uptrend line right here. As this is going up, it means the Australian dollar is strengthening against the US dollar. Or the US dollar is weakening, if you want to put it that way as well. So yeah, sort of no man's land. Watch out for the test of 65.5. But if we break, say if we break right there at 62 cents, if you break 62 cents, let me get rid of that. I don't know why that's in there. If you break 62, then we're continuing to head down. Australian dollar will continue to weaken against the US dollar, and then I watch out for that next area there at about 60 cents. Okay, that would be quite low historically. Not complete, not low, not the absolute low. And this only goes back to 2006, so it may have been lower in previous history, but it's getting down there, okay? And once again, that's good for you and me for our US dollar denominated assets, okay? We want to see a weaker Australian dollar against our US dollar denominated held assets, okay? Again, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. What else is happening in our economy with a weaker Australian dollar? So you got to weigh that up, but just for pure investment wise, we want that to go down, okay? That is the AUD to USD. Cool. Comments? So we do the in-between comments, then we'll look at crypto and Bitcoin, etc. So great to see so many people here watching as per usual. You are watching Good Morning Stackers. I will. Hey, we've got Space Miner back. A couple of questions, couple of comments. Let's go. Back. G'day, knackers. Right here. Yes, everyone, welcome Maddie. Welcome Madeline to the chat, people. Oh, and Madeline's been here before, has she? I didn't know. It's good to see you, though. I'm getting closer to... Knackers says I'm getting closer to getting a 1 kilo silver buyback from BN. Good on you, man. Good stuff. This year, I'm trying something new, says Matt Power. Each month, $2,000 in gold and $1,000 in silver. Man, great way to dollar cost average. That is fantastic. More power to Matt Power for dollar cost averaging. I wonder why is the PO in power? Why is that capitalized? What's going on there? I want to know. Tell me your secret reasons. Or maybe, okay, so either a kilo bar or maybe 2 times 15 ounce silver bars. Very cool. Yeah, well done, Matt. Good on you, man. I was tempted with the Perth Bullion Exchange 15 ounce bars they had. They look nice, but you're a coin guy. Yeah, fair enough. Let's see. Haven't looked at the Perth Bullion Exchange site for a while. Well, Let me help you with that. Knackers, of course, Perth Bullion Exchange. What a great segue. Thanks, man. I'll pay you later. perthbullion.com.au, the greatest bullion dealer in Australia. I'm not joking when I tell you that. It's not hyperbole. They are the best. I've worked for 3 major bullion dealers. I like all the other bullion dealers that I've worked for, but Perth Bullion Exchange is knocking them all out of the park. Yes, including Bullion Now. Yes, including Ainslie. Yes, including Goldstackers. Perth Bullion Exchange is beating all of them. Why? Because they give you free shipping. Number one, you get free shipping when you buy over a certain amount. No other bullion dealer, even the ones I've worked for, who I still like, okay, well, most of them. Did I get too in depth there? Perth Bullion Exchange gives you free shipping. You buy 20 or more items, not 20 of one item, just mix and match, okay? It's very easy. Very, very easy. Okay, let's say, for example, you want to buy, some 1/10 ounce Royal Mint Britannia coins. Okay, you just want a couple of those. All right, buy 2 of those. Great. Then buy a couple of the Australian 1966 50-cent rounds that they currently have in stock at the moment for a very good price. Let's see, although there's probably, I think that has GST on it though. Let's see, you want a 1/2 ounce snake? Do you want a cheap and cheerful 1 ounce buyback? Okay, so it's like you don't get to choose what it is, but it's just a buyback ounce of silver. As long as you have 20 or more combination of items, you get instant free shipping from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, and it doesn't just have to be one metal. Buy a bit of gold, buy a bit of silver, whatever, 20 or more items, free shipping. So that's number one. Plus, let's say, for example, you see this 2025 Year of the Snake 1/2 ounce silver coin cheaper somewhere else at one of the major bullion dealers. So if you see it for, $32.10 or $32, say, Australian dollars somewhere else, just send Perth Bullion Exchange a message, give them a screenshot, and then they'll double check the prices and go, oh, is it cheaper at that major bullion dealer? Okay, we'll match that. So they price match as well. And then along with the free shipping, you're in the red, in the black, okay? You're winning, okay? Why would you not buy from Perth Bullion Exchange? perthbullion.com.au, you would. Go do it. And of course, if you want to save and invest in real physical gold, download the Android or iPhone app called WealthStack at wealthstack.com. Here's what it looks like, and here's why you should download it. You want to save and invest in gold for very cheap, okay? It's spot plus 1%. And here's the deal. No matter whether you buy $100,000 of gold, $10,000 of gold, $1,000 of gold, $10 of gold, you're only paying that spot plus 1%. They don't jack up the premiums because you're buying in really small amounts. So it is the perfect way to save and invest in smaller amounts as well. You can do it in larger amounts too, with the convenience of the iPhone or Android app. WealthStack, there's the icon, there's the name of it, one word, there's the user interface. It's all secure. Sign up with your ID and all that. Start buying gold today. And if you are not into this kind of stuff, it's like, well, I don't get to hold the gold in my hands. No, you don't. But it's held in storage for you by one of the largest gold storage and wholesalers in the entire world. LBMA registered, all that good stuff. You own it. It's under your name. But if you don't want to do it because you're just one of those, if I don't hold it, I don't own it people, I've got to store it in my own house, or I have to bury it in the backyard, I have to know where it is within a short distance. Okay, that's cool. Send this to your friends and family who you've been trying to wake up to get into precious metals, because they don't want to do that. They don't want to store it in their house. They don't want to bury it in the backyard. They don't want to create a treasure map. Okay, they just want to know they're getting gold and getting real gold. Give them the gift of WealthStack. Okay, give them the gateway drug of WealthStack. Wealthstack.com. That was for you, knackers, and for everyone else. GMS says, Space Miner. Fantastic to see you again, my friend. We've got a chat. Speaking of chat, we have to chat. You and I have to chat about crystallized osmium. Okay, we're about to get to crypto and Bitcoin in just a second. Look at Toshi as well. Let's see. Love the Perth Mint 20-ounce silver bars. Yeah, I used to have a lot of those. Particularly the older, the ones with the left-facing swan. Just great. Beautiful. Space Miner says, my new silver rounds are almost struck. Oh, what? My new silver rounds are almost struck. They'll house 3mm crystallized osmium. Highly motivated for silver and osmium right now. Are you getting your own silver rounds struck? That's very cool. Where are you getting that done at? I want to find out more. We need to chat, Space Miner. I'll reply to your email. Bring up the... Oh, okay, good. Yes, I will. Bring up the 15-ounce bar on Perth Bullion Exchange. I will. Give me 1 second. Second plug. Just give me 1 moment. 15OZ. Let's see. Does it come up? Is it still available on the website? It's not there anymore, I don't think. No, 10 ounce. No. By the way, their special this week is the 10-ounce Texas Mint Silver bar. No, there's no 15-ounce bar anymore. They must have sold out. Sorry about that. Let me go back to here. Comments, and then we'll do Bitcoin and crypto. 2025 is going to be great for investments. Pick a lane and punch it, y'all. Alex, J.A., great to see you. Are you getting the 2025 cooks? Not am I going to get the 2025 cooks? I haven't. And I probably will. Okay, not yet. I have, as you know, I had been, I'm not doing it anymore at the moment, but let me start that again. I had moved a portion of my silver, not all of it, into crypto for the crypto run. Okay, and even if I was to sell now, I will have upped my stack. But I don't have any 2025 cooks. So when I get back into that portion of my silver that I sold out and got into crypto, when I put that back in, I'm just holding it mostly in US dollars at the moment to see what crypto does and see do I jump back into silver now, or do I go, is the crypto going to have another bit of a run? So I've just parked it in mainly in US dollars at the moment. But yeah, I will highly consider getting 2025 cooks because it's always a great idea to buy that year's kookaburra. Here's a hot tip. Many of you have heard me say this before, but here's a hot tip for newbies. Every year, if you're buying silver, every year do the following. Buy 21 of the current year's kookaburras. And I would also say the same for the current year's lunar series. So whatever lunar animal it is that year, the new release, when they get released, buy 21. Now, why 21? Well, you want one so you can just hold it and look at it and show your friends and all that kind of stuff. And you want 20 because they come in the sealed rolls of 20. So sealed roll of 20 plus one, and buy that year's new animal or kookaburra every single year. Why? Because down the track, 5 years, 10 years time, even a couple of years down the track, those previous year's kookaburras and previous year's kookaburras and lunar animals can fetch you more on the secondary market. Okay, so there's actually, and I've done this video before, where you can actually earn free silver by buying 2025, by buying that year's kookaburras or that year's year of the animal, the lunar series, selling them later on down the track for a higher premium. And then if you sell, say, 3 of them, sometimes I've been able to sell 3 silver coins for a higher premium, and then I've bought back 4 silver coins at a cheaper premium. So I've literally upped my ounces for free, right? Free, just a bit of my time and my patience. So I was willing to wait. So yes, I will be getting 2025 cooks, hopefully this year. Let's see. Yes, second series. These are being struck. Wow. With a specialized... So Space Miner gets their own silver coins or silver rounds struck with a specialized cavity to set the osmium in. The first run is 50 pieces. Okay, you and I need to chat, and I need to see that stuff. That's going to be great. All right, I'll try and remember to send you to reply to your email. The cooks are the 35th anniversary with the 1990 Kookaburra Privy. Yes, but they are too. You're right. I will get some of those when it is time. Let's see. About to get into crypto and Bitcoin in just a second. You've got a 1 kilo koala. I like the koala series too. They get a bit of a bad rap. No doubt, look at the alts bleeding out. Not the time to launch. All right, people. Speaking of, let's do that. Man, the lighting is terrible today. But that is what it is. Let's have a look. I'm going to pop this over. And now get your chart requests in, people. Is there a specific stock, crypto, anything that you need me to look at? I do have to get out of here in this next half an hour because I've got to got something to do. Let's take a look at index. All right. I'll share the screen, people. Let's do some quick crypto stuff. Cool. Let's go. Woo-wee! Let's take a look at Bitcoin and altcoins and a couple of maybe little chart requests for crypto. If someone has it, I'll take a chart request for anything. Get your comments in right now. Bitcoin on the daily time frame, priced in US dollars using the tradingview.com website, 84,325 US dollars. I'm going to pop on an indicator, the 200-day moving average. Cool. So here's something to consider. I'm not saying we have found the low here yet, okay? But there's just something we need to consider, okay? Couple of things. Do we have some areas of confluence, as they say, okay? Yes, we do. So ignore that one. That's the 50-day moving average. But on the daily time frame, we've just touched, and we technically didn't touch it, but we've come very close to retesting the 200-day moving average. Many people would say that's probably low enough. Many people were also saying, yes, if we have a break of here, watch out for sort of the mid-80s. Now, we've actually gone down to technically the low 80s, so $82,000. And again, when we talked about many people talking about the $75,000 area here, if every man and his dog is expecting Bitcoin to go to $75,000, it probably won't go to $75,000. If there's such a mania and a depression of, it's done, we're going to go to 75, right? Then it probably won't. In a bull market, it doesn't usually dip as far as you think it will. Okay, so there's that psychological value, which is, I guess, a confluence, if you want to call it that. So there's one confluence, there's one area, the 200-day moving average. The psychological confluence, if you want to call it, as I said, of everyone thinks it goes there, so it probably doesn't. And the third version of we're already in. Now, this doesn't mean we will go up from here completely, but we're already in extremely oversold on the daily time frame as well. Now, room to move down on the weekly. We'll take a look at weekly time frame and all that. So yes, can we go to 75,000? Yeah, of course we can. But just these little levels, just watch out here. The 200-day moving average, if we break the 200-day moving average, then yeah, I'd say watch out for 75 probably quickly. Okay, you break that, that's a pretty key level that you don't want to spend a lot of time below. Okay, the 200-day moving average on the daily. But yeah, extremely overvalued, extremely undervalued, or oversold, I should say, on the relative strength index. If you take a look at previous history, okay, you don't spend a huge amount of time in extremely oversold, okay? Look, it can dip further, okay, certainly can, but we're there already, okay? So on balance of probability, the dip, let me put it this way, if Bitcoin hasn't finished, if Bitcoin isn't done for 2025, and if this cycle is not over, okay, that's a big if, right? If it's not over, then we're getting very close to the bottom, if not already there. Okay, I know that's not very helpful. You want people to listen. You want to listen to people who say, "Oh, it's definitely bottom now," and it's definitely. I'm not that guy. Okay, I just give you on balances of probability. Okay, so I would say at the moment there's an 70% chance that we've bottomed now. Okay, so take all that with a grain of salt and all that. I just like the fact that we're the 200-day moving average, extremely oversold already. Yes, you can have a bit more of a dip, but I just like that confluence there. Okay, but we obviously need to see it break and hold back above that $94,000 area, that uptrend line. Okay, so we'll probably see some relief maybe in the next few days, and it's got to clear there. Now, if you do that, bad news bears, not good, then that's definitely coming down to here, and that's setting up for potentially even lower. Okay, what we need to see is something like this. See that retest maybe of that $90,000 level, and then that. Okay, that would signal quite good news for Bitcoin, that we could, potentially move onwards and upwards from there. That's what I need to see personally, but nothing is guaranteed in life. But that's Bitcoin. Okay, let's take a look at altcoins now. If Bitcoin's going to do that, if we do something like that, yes, please, that would be preferable. Then obviously altcoins would follow in its stead. I'll show you others. The altcoin market minus the top 10. Not a lot to say. We're not above $250 billion, and that's where we need to get above. Cool. So there could still be some bleed out for altcoins. All right. We've had two tests now. One test of 250 billion, a second test just not that long ago. Oh yeah, actually on the daily it says we have a spike, but I don't. On the 4 hour it says we haven't, so I don't know what's going on there. Okay, ignore that. We got up to 249 billion. All right, maybe close enough for jazz. Yeah, this can easily tick over, as I said yesterday, and watch out for here. Okay, that's at around about 210 billion. You need that to hold most definitely, or else it is bad news bears for crypto in general. And of course, we just need it to hold the $280 billion mark. Do that, then you'll get a test of around about 310 to 320. And then you need it to clear and hold above 330 billion dollars roughly. That's go time for me. Okay, we're not there yet. Don't know. So that's why I'm mostly in US dollars at the moment. As you do know, I still do have a position in one crypto called Pengu, which I talked about yesterday, I talked about previously, and I'm still underwater in that. But I may have to cut my losses. I don't know yet. Just got to see where we go. Okay. Is that a fly or a bee? That's just a fly. Good. That's general crypto. I just want to show you also, though, let's show you the Bitcoin dominance. I did mention the Bitcoin dominance as having a significant peak just recently. I mentioned this not that long ago. Let me just show you again. It was definitely showing signs of a bearish divergence. Now, a bearish divergence, that is good for altcoins. You want to see the Bitcoin dominance ratio go down. You want to see number go down in order if you have altcoins, okay? So what we saw was the following. Was that on the daily or the weekly? It was on the weekly time frame. Yes, right there. Yes, we had that popped in. So higher high on the weekly, that big spike, right? We normally we don't like the big spikes in the vertical direction, but because we want to see this number go down, we like the big spikes. Okay, if you're into altcoins and anything other than Bitcoin, you want to see this tank, right? That signals alt season coming. Cool. So bearish divergence on the weekly, higher high. Lower high on the relative strength index was signaling, a ticking over, and it looks like it's going to continue to tick over. So that's good news. Okay, now bear in mind that means that Bitcoin could be going down in fiat dollar price. Your altcoins could be going down in fiat dollar price. It's just one is outperforming the other. So it just means that the altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin, but both could be going down in your dollar prices. But quite likely, I would suggest if you break through here, that really signals. So around about that 57% mark right there. If you close below 57%, that is probably go time for your alt season. Okay, very likely. Okay, you break that, do that. That is and down into this kind of area. So we want to see a break of 57%. Yes, please. Good news. And we'll talk about that if it happens. It's looking like it's starting to do that right now. So, look, no guarantees again. Absolute no guarantees that we see a new crypto run. But, again, break below there. Yes, please. That would be a good signal. That's the Bitcoin dominance. Specific things that I will look at. I did mention... What did I mention? I think I mentioned in my little thing here, I mentioned XRP and I mentioned Toshi. So let's take a quick look at XRP because this is a really big crossover crypto. XRP is a huge crossover crypto between precious metal stackers and crypto stackers, okay? You guys have a lot more in common than you think you do, okay? And XRP happens to be one of them. It looks like... this might be playing out. Let me get rid of a couple of things here so you can see a little bit better. And let me get rid of that too. So here's XRP on the weekly time frame priced in US dollars. Okay, $2.20. So we've broken back through the $2.30 range. And this looks like it might be a head and shoulders playing out. Ooh, okay, we did mention that. We've come back to test the neckline at that Fibonacci level of $2.10. This could be playing out now. Your head and shoulders right there. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. It's touched the neckline. Okay, so here we go. If you break $2.10. Very specifically, I think $2.10 because it's a key Fibonacci level. So there's some confluence there with that neckline right there and $2.10. Then you are probably coming down further. And you might be getting into the belly of my personal best buy zone, which was at $1.70 to $1.33 specifically. So if we do a measured move very quickly, let's do a quick little thing. Let's measure the distance between the head and the neckline, the top of the head and the neckline, and we'll see where that goes to. So that's there to the neckline. So that's about, that's 38%, nearly 40%. Okay. Where does that take it down to? Oh, even lower. Okay. All right. If it plays out fully, that takes you to just under the bottom end of my best buy zone. Okay, so I would say the belly of the best buy zone for sure. If this is a head and shoulders pattern that plays out, okay, to its full, yeah, look for around about, it's about $1.25, $1.30, okay? Yeah, so that's pretty much, and that matches up very well with previous levels of support right here. So yeah, I would say basically the bottom end of my best buy zone around about $1.30. That's where it would play out at. Okay, somewhere between 170 to 130. Are we guaranteed that this is a head and shoulders and it will play out? No, but it needs to, if it breaks that $2.10, then yeah, very likely. Okay, so watch out for that for XRP. I also did talk about Toshi. Give me 1 second. I'll take a quick 2-minute look at Toshi. And then I will take a quick chart request as well. I think I may have time for that. Okay. Little bit liney right here. Give me 1 second. Love your work, people. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. You get a big, warm, and fuzzy feeling when you do. Okay, here is Toshi on the 4-hour time frame, price in US dollars, 0.0052. So far holding the previous low here of 0.0047. We're in the belly of my best buy zone. So this is what I've seen, what I've called the best risk to reward. If you're looking at buying Toshi, if you're bullish on it, this might be a good area to consider getting more. I'm not saying it's rocketing up from here, okay? We need to clear some areas. So as I said a couple of days ago, got to clear, bare minimum has to clear 0.0006. That would be a good sign, but it absolutely has to clear 0.0007. That's an excellent sign. You do that, that's probably your change of market structure right there, and then that means bullish territory, okay? And the final, I would say the final good nail in the coffin is at 0.01. So 0.001 right there, not 0.01, 0.001, right about there-ish. You do that, and then it's just go time for Toshi in the future. We're nowhere near there at the moment. We're still in the belly of the best buy zone, so it is anyone's game at the moment. You can easily tick over and come down to maybe the bottom end of the best buy zone at 0.004, and you really wouldn't want to see that broken. Okay, then we're talking even lower prices, and if we get there, we'll talk about what they may be. That's a quick little Toshi update for the fam. Camera. There we go. Some comments and maybe a chart request if I have time. I've got around about 17 minutes before I have to get going. Gerald Draper says 85K and sinking. Maybe not for long though. Maybe not for long. Let's see. Go back in my comments. Drop bears are fun. I like the stoner koala. Yes, the stoner koala. What is it? It's the new. Is it the 2025 design? Or was it the 2024 design? Yeah, one of the koalas in the Perth Mint design looked like it was stoned. I remember that one. Let's see. Space Miner says could drop retesting the software potentially. GMS, could the drop resting above soft floor potentially represent confidence? Oh, in BTC, repositioning and such. Yes, repositioning and such could do. Sino is back. Yesterday was a wild ride. Yes, it was. Good to see you again. Let's see. Red. In crypto world, says Space Miner, instant transaction, low fee is always a yes, please. There is someone that I follow out of interest. Let me go back. There's someone I follow named Severin. Severin sounds like Severus Snape. Severin on he's part of the CC Pool guys, if anyone recognizes that name, like Daniel and the CC Pool guys. He is suggesting that Litecoin has a really good setup here, apparently. So give me 1 second. LTC in crypto. Let's do the Binance price. No, I'll do one of the old school ones. Let's do like the Bitfinex price or something, or the Bitstamp price. Do I have a Bitstamp price? Kraken price? No. Give me 1 sec. Bybit? No. Market cap? Crypto cap? Oh yeah, we'll do the index. Sure. Let's do this one. No, that's the bill. Sorry, that's the market cap. My apologies. Give me 1 sec. I want to have a quick look at Litecoin. I should have done this. Maybe I'll do a separate look at this tomorrow. Let's see. Coinbase. It's probably been... All right, fine. I'll do Binance. Here is the Binance price of Litecoin. No, it doesn't go back enough for me. Sorry, guys. I need it to go back way back. Okay, I just want maybe the Coinbase one? Surely Coinbase. It's been around for a long time. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Oh, and I've got a previous drawings in there. Why do I have that? No bloody idea. Oh, okay, good to know. That's when I had old school Fibonacci going on. All right, so here is, oh yeah, margin called and everything, my margin call levels. Here is Litecoin. Someone, so this guy named Severin Jerutin, I believe it is, on Twitter, on X, said Litecoin is looking a very good setup. I must say, it's looking like a pretty darn good setup. We just had this move down to 8. This is just in the last week. The last couple of weeks, we've gone from $83 to $126. That is looking like a very good setup. Why? I want to know the reason why, though. Look at this big spike on the monthly time frame. Why is Litecoin set up? Now, I didn't read his reasons why. He was just more talking about it from the technicals. Why is it looking good from a fundamental perspective? And every other crypto is looking a bit bleh, particularly Bitcoin and other alts. That's very nice. Let me just see. Quick little bit of... I guess this is the chart request. This is Litecoin. Okay. Well, not looking... No, not just yet. Okay, we need to get over that hurdle right here. This is on the monthly time frame, the RSI. You've got to at least clear above here. But gee, it's having a decent run. If you clear here, okay, that's looking like it could be... Could LTC be the canary in the coal mine for everything, as it actually had been in previous cycles, now that I remember it? I think many people were talking about that. So, interesting. All right, so you're back over here. Okay, so that's a decent change of market structure. Litecoin could be one to really consider at the moment. You would probably put your stop loss in at around about $108. So if you got in here at, say, 120 something, your stop loss would be below around about $102, call it $100 even if you want to. That's a pretty big percentage stop loss, okay? But gee, it's looking really interesting here. And it bounced off on the weekly time frame. It bounced right off there. He had that quick spike. It closed around about the previous resistance, okay? And then that spike down to there, again, that $107, $108 level. Interesting. It's already been extremely overvalued on the weekly time frame. So I would say we're not out of the woods yet, but geez, someone who's a very professional trader has a current long position in a Litecoin. So if they're doing it, I've got to think, what am I as an amateur not seeing, and why are they seeing that? So I'm going to do a bit more of a deep dive on why they're seeing that, if I can, and then I will report that tomorrow if possible. But out of interest, Litecoin looks interesting. You would want very clear. Okay, very clear here. You can see that. Look right there. Look it. See that previous major resistance there? That's at $146. Out of interest, does that coincide with any major Fibonacci levels? So let's take it from the high here. That's the double top, right? Ooh, interesting. Let me do that and that. Do we find any areas of confluence? Okay. Yeah, there you go. So let me get rid of that for a second. Here's your areas of confluence. Right there. Okay, very easy. And I'll get rid of that moving average. So here's the Fibonacci from this high and this low. So the highs back of $400 and the lows of like $22 back in 2018. Double top of $400 back in 2021 in the last crypto peak. Yeah, we've changed market structure, people, because look at that. At the 0.236, bang on. So we have absolutely changed market structure with Litecoin back into here. And we did it back here, and it's been a bit of a test. So we had a retest and then a move back up. Okay, so I would say, yeah, I'm going to do more of a look later on, but it's looking very interesting for Litecoin, and maybe I'll talk more about it tomorrow, okay? That's Litecoin for the moment. Looking interesting, okay? So thank you to Severin from X. I appreciate it. Not that you told me, I just saw your thing. Let's see. Waiting for the market to bounce back. And Jason Ashworth says, I think it was the 2022 koala, which was the stoned one that looks like it had, it looked like it had a few too many. Give me 1 second, people. Any chart requests or anything? We've got about 10 minutes before we have to go, and I'm just going to check. Let's see. Hang on. Me or you? I think you mean me. Okay. Pick up at 11, and then I'll be home after that. Okay. Cool. Checking the messages from the missus. 139 people watching on X and on YouTube. Space Miner says, in the early days, I wasn't a fan of the Litecoin Bitcoin fork. That's the real early days with Charlie and all that. Until XRP and XLM, you were full in Litecoin. Very interesting. Litecoin could be one to really get back into. It could be the absolute canary in the coal mine. So I'm going to be watching that very, very closely. Anything else to share? I think we're probably around about time, I guess, because there doesn't seem to be anyone who wants another chart request. I'm going to give you about 2 more minutes. Okay, I'm going to quickly share the screen. I want to check one thing while we're here. I'm just going to check it live. Let's just check the markets. I'll check the markets as we've spoken for nearly an hour. What have the markets been doing? So Bitcoin is... still hovering around your $84,000 mark. What's Doge doing? Doge is around about, Doge is looking like it could definitely have a bit more of a price movement down. Could be getting down to our max pain level of 17 cents. Yeah, that would be pretty max pain for people. You don't want to see it close below 17 cents. That would not be good. What's Ethereum doing? Ooh, Ethereum looks bad. Ethereum doesn't look good. Ooh, okay, so that's probably not a good setup for altcoins. What are some of my other favorites? GRT. Okay, at the bottom end here, you don't want to see it crack there. You don't want to see it crack about 10 cents. No, thank you. That would be a move back down to probably 5 cents. Okay, very quick move down to 5 cents probably. We did others. Let me look at my Pengu setup, and I'm going to look at a couple of things I'm in at the moment too. Give me a moment. Let's see, Pengu. What's my Pengu? I like that spike on Pengu. Remember what I've been talking about Pengu? I like this spike down there. Now, it's still hovering. Now, might be a bit of a hidden bearish divergence going on where you've got price going down and the relative strength index going up. Okay, and that can actually signal a hidden bearish divergence. So I've got to watch out for that. Could really easily get faked out here, and then we just do a big tick down. So I have to be aware of that because this is the one position that I'm in crypto at the moment. It's still underwater. There's my buy-in average. I may have to take a bit of a loss on that. What am I in? Just out of interest, I'm in A2 Milk in shares. Okay. All these ones I'm actually in. I have positions in at the moment. APA, which is... APA Group, which is, I've even forgotten what it was. I'm in BUB at the moment, which is in your staples sector. I'm in CHN Chalice Mining as well. So is it above my buy-in price? I think it is at the moment. And I'm in a play called SGR, which I got onto based on ASX talking about it as a, might not do anything, kind of, be willing to lose your money kind of thing. Those are the things I'm in. Okay, yeah, that's it, people. Uranium sector is up a little bit today. The general market, let's take a look at the S&P 500 very quickly. Just padding for time while I see if there's any quick chart requests. Let's see. Yeah. So the general S&P 500 does still look like it's doing this kind of dome now. It looks like it is ticking over. You've still got the bearish divergences playing out right there. Bearish divergence on the weekly and the daily. Look at that. There's that one there. That's moving down. Higher prices, lower on the relative strength index, ticking over right now. And break 5,700 and you break there, $5,780 US for the S&P 500. You break there, game over. Game over for a very decent period of time, and that's probably the start of the big move down for a good bit of time, and that would actually coincide with the capital rotation into precious metals. Okay, so if you're in gold and you're not in the stock market, you want to see this crash. I tells you, you want to see that happen. That's good for your gold and silver holdings very much. Okay, that would signal the rotation from the stock market into precious metals again. And the Nasdaq, what's the Nasdaq doing? Apparently, we've got Nvidia earnings coming out, maybe in the next 24 hours, I think it might be. If they're not good, you may see this continue to go down. And if you see this continue to go down, so far, Bitcoin and crypto have tracked with the Nasdaq quite well. So watch out for crypto if that's the case. And your level would be right there at 20. Was it probably about 20,500? You break through there. That's a very bad sign for the Nasdaq. Okay, and it has been showing signs, as many other people have been saying, it's been showing signs of a ticking over as well. So looks like things are coming to a head for the stock market at the moment. Anyway, that's that. Final comments, and we shall get out of here, I think. RSR. You want me to have a look at RSR? Okay. LTC is having a revival. Yes, you could be right. How is XLM holding up nowadays? I don't have a lot of time to do many. I did say I'd do a request, but actually, I've got time. RSR, let's take a quick look at reserve rights. So that's one of my favorite cryptos in the world. If it is going to have a run, another crypto run, it's one of my favorites. Why? Because of what it does. It aims to be literally the savior of inflation. No joke. They started this back in 2019 or 2020, I think it was, as an alternative to the dollar. Now, every crypto says that, it's, Bitcoin's an alternative to the dollar. No, reserve, literally it's called itself reserve. It has literally set itself up to be the potential savior of the US dollar if we go through a huge economic collapse. Okay, this is literally why they've created it. They have helped South American countries against the ravages of inflation because they have the RSR token or the R token as well, which is pegged to the US dollar, and it's been helping people in Venezuela for years now save their money easily convertible to their specific token, okay, and it's backed by the US dollar. So they've helped save many, many people from the ravages of inflation in Venezuela. They've done it in Argentina. They've done it in other South American countries. And that was kind of like the testing ground. And they're really setting it up to be the potential savior of the US dollar as well. Anyway, and if general crypto is going to go up, this will go up too. You're at 0.0076. Okay, just like every other crypto, it's down at the moment and you don't want to break there. So that's all you need to know. Don't break that, and you can call that around about 0055. You break there, bad news bears, and then we're heading back down. Okay, and I don't know where we'd go down to. So that's all you need to know. And my higher targets, I've got the take profit area targets here. First one's at 3 cents. I'm getting interested. All right, I'd be interested in getting back into RSR if it hits 3 cents. Maybe it might be, actually for me it's probably here now. I'm going to change that. That was based on Fibonacci. I'm going to pop it, where's the change of market structure? Probably, between here and here. Okay, so I'm going to move that. If you break that range right there, then I'm interested in getting back into RSR. So that's around about your 0.22. I'll start looking at again at about 1.5 cents to 2.2 cents. then 4.5 cents, and then my first take profit target would be at 6 cents. My next take profit target would be at 7.5 cents. That would be a final hurdle if we break through there. That says, new all-time highs coming in reserve rights, and my major profit-taking area out of interest for reserve rights, RSR, is 30 to 50 cents. Cool. Hey, you never know, it could get to $1 one day, but don't bank on it. And that's a quick little relook. But yeah, we're nowhere near confirmation of higher prices. Cool. Mr. 988 says, can you talk about the Reddit gold versus goldbacks war as a topic on a future show? Yes, have no idea what that's all about. Wouldn't mind an Australian point of view. The Reddit gold versus goldbacks war. I will have to, thank you for that. I will have to make a note of that and take a look. Thanks for that. Yeah. All right, that's it, people. You have been watching Good Morning Stackers for Thursday, the 27th of February, 2025, coming to you live from Melbourne in Australia, going out live on X and on YouTube. If you'd like to follow me on X, very easy to do. Hit the follow button, 3,500 followers roughly there, and 1,386 subscribers on YouTube right now. Okay, so hit the big red subscribe button. And it does pay to follow me on both. And if you are on Facebook, another quick plug. If you're on Facebook, people, if you are on Facebook, you want to follow me here at Good Morning Stackers as well, because at some point, I will be starting to go live on Facebook too, and you get all the regular stuff that you get as well. So follow me over there. That's just facebook.com/Good Morning Stackers. And finally, I'll put a link to it right now. Let me put a link to it right now in the chat. Give me 1 second. I'll go back here. I'm going to put a link to it in the chat right now. You can't see the screen right now, but I'll do that. 24. Continue the conversation on Telegram. Let me do that right now for you. Let me mute that. It was muted, and no, I don't want that. There you go. Right there. There you go. In the chat right now is the Telegram channel. So if you follow the Telegram channel, you can chat 24/7 with your fellow Good Morning Stackers family. So go over to there right now. Continue the conversation. We've already got a bunch of members on there, and I'm just getting notifications all the time. You guys talking amongst yourselves and doing whatever you want to do, so long as it's legal. But I like free speech as well. So go up to the Telegram channel too. Yeah, and finally, my funky people, we dance it out here. Grab your tasty beverages, cause this has been
Good morning, Stack.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Good morning, Stack.
It's podcast time.
Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do that.
Synchronize.
3,
slurp,
2,
now we're on
1.
the move. Good morning.
Thanks for watching, people. You get another one tomorrow. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking whatever you're stacking. See you then.
Podcast